Hello everyone, I'm your instructor for today's lesson in Industrial Arts. And our topic for today is basic electrical tools and materials. So before we proceed, let's have some recap to our topic last week. 5 types of line arts. When we say 5 types of line arts, we have vertical lines, horizontal lines, diagonal lines, zigzag, and curved lines. When we say vertical, siya yung patayong line. And when we say horizontal lines, kung ang vertical lines is patayo, ang horizontal lines naman is pahiga. Next, diagonal lines. Diagonal lines is patagilid. Patagilid siya pag drawing. Next, zigzag lines. When we say zigzag lines, pa-letter Z siya pag drawing. Next, and the last one is curved lines. When we say curved lines is pa-S. So before we proceed, the end of the lessons, the learner must identify the different electrical tools and materials and their uses. Next, request appropriate materials and tools for a specific job. 3, value of the importance of using the right electrical tools and materials in electrical work. So before we proceed to our topic, I have some games that prepare for you. This game, we can call it Guess the Picture game. So, let's start. Before we proceed to our games, I have 3 game mechanics. Number 1, a hidden picture is concealed under the cards per round. Second, the first person or player to raise a hand and guess the hidden picture correctly receives a 1 point. Third, the player with the most points wins the game and have a 2 points in our activity today. So, have fun, guys. Are you ready? Round 1. Topic, electrical tools. Okay, what is the answer? Correct. Allen screw. Okay, a hammer. Take a look. Ay, mallet hammer. Next. Answer is yes, diagonal cutting pliers. Next. What is this tools? Okay, the answer is wire stripper. Okay, the answer is hammer drill. Next round, round 2, the topic are electrical materials. Okay. Okay, what is the answer? Circuit breaker. Okay, the answer is clamps. Very good. Junction box. Okay, congrats to those students who have a high points. Okay, so good afternoon, my dear students. My name is Miss Rose Laini E. Bacolod, but you can call me Miss Bacolod. So before we start, let's bow our head and feel the presence of our God. Lord, thank you po for this day and for the strength that you give it to us. Please guide us and protect us. And please give our knowledge to cope up to our lesson. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So, good afternoon again. Basic electrical tools in and materials. So, what is basic electrical tools and materials? Basic electrical tools. Electrical tools are used to work on an electrical system to save time, effort, and resources. And this topic, we use some tools and materials in electrical to save time. to save money, and to learn a right concept. We might be in dangerous if we don't do it properly and correctly. So listen to our discussion because this is a electrical topic. So wag tayo basta-basta gagawa o pupulot ng mga kagamitan para lang sa makagawa tayo. Okay. The first one, hand tools. Screwdrivers. Screwdrivers, these tools are made of steel, hardened, and tempered. At the tip used to loosen or tighten are screws with slotted heads. They come in various sizes and shapes. So, this screwdrivers is a tool that we have to loosen or tighten the screws we have. We have our different shapes or sizes, but we have some screwdriver that we use. Okay, letter A, standard or flat screwdriver. The blade tip is wedge-shaped and resembles a negative sign. When we say standard or flat screwdriver, if you can see a flat screwdriver, the end of that tools have a negative sign. That tip of it have a negative sign. Next, Phillips screwdriver. This has a cross tip resembling a positive sign. So, if babalikan nyo, ang flat screwdriver has a negative sign. But the Phillips screw have a positive sign and that's the difference. Next one, stubby screwdriver. It comes in either standards or Phillips screwdriver with short shank or blade and a shorted handle, just to turn screws and tight space where standard screwdriver cannot be used. When we say stubby screwdriver, this tool has a short na hawakan. And we can use this to a tight space na. Next, Allen screwdriver, wrench. This could be in the shape of a screwdriver or a wrench. Its function is to drive screw with hexagonal slot head. This kind of screw is for use in hexagon slot screws. You can see it in a car. Commonly in a car. They have a screws na merong hexagon yung ulo nun, and then dun nyo pwedeng gamitin yung Allen screw. Next, hammers. These are tools used in driving or pounding and pulling out nails. They are made of hard steel, wood, plastic, or rubber. See hammers, we can use this to hammering a nail and pull the nail. But we have some type of hammers to use it. And the first one is claw hammer. Claw hammer. When we say claw hammer, it's the typical tool that carpenter use. Yung mga nagpapanday. Because this tool can pull a nail, the back of it, and kapag nagkamali ka ng pukpok or may damage sa ginawa mo. Next, mallet, rubber head. As you can see, the mallet or rubber head, naiiba siya. Its tools is difference between claw and ball peen hammer. The mallet hammer is a tool that made a rubber or minsan kahoy. Ginagamit siya para kahit magpukpok tayo, hindi natin masira yung bagay na yon. Next, the last one is ball peen hammer. When we say ball peen hammer, if you can see, the ball peen hammer, it has two heads. The one is flat and the one is round. Ginagamit ito if we want to shape a metal. Next is pliers. These are made from metal with insulators in the handle and are used for cutting, twisting, bending, holding, and gripping wires and cables. When we say pliers, when it comes to pliers, we have a different types of pliers that we can do a cutting, twisted, bending, and gripping for any kind of cables or wires. And when we say different types, we have a combination or lineman's pliers. This is used for gripping, holding, and cutting electrical wires and cables, and even small nails. This kind of pliers that can do a cut of wire, especially electrical wire. Ito yung madalas yung makita na dala-dala ng mga gumagawa sa mga poste like mga Meralco. Yan yung mga dala-dala nila. Next is diagonal cutting pliers. This type of pliers is used for cutting fine, medium, and big wires and cables. Diagonal cutting pliers is that we can use to cut mga malalaki o malalapad na wire. The last one, long nose or needle nose pliers. This is used for cutting and holding fine wires. When we say long nose, this kind of pliers can cut the wire even if it's on the tiny holes. Ibig sabihin kahit nasa loob siya. Kaya niyang abutin yung mga nakasiksik sa dulong wire o nasa maliit na espasyo. And this tool can easily bend and a wire, especially ay copper wire. Yes, wire stripper. A tool used for removing insulation of medium-sized wires ranging from gauge 10 to 16. When we say wire stripper, this is a tool na pwede mag-alis o mag-ayos ng wire na may laki ng or may lapad ng 10 to 16 gauge. Electrician's knife. This is used by linemen to remove insulation of wire and cables in low and high voltage transmission lines. When we say electrician knife is a commonly used of a linesman, yung mga umaakyat sa mga poste. Ito yung ginagamit nila para pumutol ng wire or next, pull-push rule. A measuring tape that coils into a compact case. So, familiar naman kayo kapag nakakakita kayo ng mga gumagawa ng bahay. No? At I think this tool is a type of tools that we can use in measuring. If mag-measure tayo ng mahaba or yung malalapad, ito yung pwede nating gawin. Next, saw. Crosscut saw. A crosscut saw is a specialized hand saw for manually cutting woods across the grain. This kind of saw that we can use to manually cutting any kind of woods or especially trees. Next, hacksaw. This tool is used to cut metal, conduit, and armored cable. When we say hacksaw, if the crosscut saw that we can use in woods, these tools or saw, we can use for cutting metal. So magkaiba po yun. Hindi po tayo pwede basta-bastang gumamit ng tools, lalo na yan kasi delikado, nakakasugat. Spirit level. A spirit level is a device for testing to see if a surface is level. When we say spirit level, is a tool that we can use in measuring level. Measuring a level. It contains of a plastic and a tube glass na naglalaman siya ng tubig. So, siya yung nagme-measure kung yung timbang ng surface level. Power tools. A power tools is a tool operated by an extra mechanism of source of power as opposed to only manual labor that is used for hand tools. These tools contains of electricity. It means gagamit tayo ng electricity kapag gagamit tayo ng tools na to. Pero tandaan, mas maganda kung magpapaturo pa rin tayo sa mga eksperto. And number 1, drills. They help in the fast cuttings of circular holes. Types are cordless, portable drill, and stationary drill press. And drills. When we say drills, these tools can help us to make us a hole in our walls. Ibig sabihin, para mapabilis yung pagbutas ng mga walls natin, hindi na natin kailangan ng pamukpok. So, these tools is a power drill. A power tool with a carrying or driving tool attachment, a drill or driver with. operates with an electric motor and spins that attachment at a rapid pace for quick, efficient drills and drives. When we say power drills, it contains electricity and helps us to make a dig or may pasok yung screw sa butas ng mabilis. Kasi kung gagamit pa tayo ng ibang materials like nails na pupukpok, mahirap and magastos sa oras. Next one ay hammer drills, also known as rotodrills. Rotary hammers or hammering drills. These tools gives your workflow or rapid hammering thrust to destroy materials that is brittle, as well as provide some faster drilling with less effort. So when we say hammer drills, or we can call it roto drills because it can help us para makabilis or mapabilis yung pagpasok nga ng nails sa kahoy or sa ating walls. Kaya tinawag din siyang hammer drills. Next one, power screwdriver. A power screwdriver primarily gives us a screwdriving capability at quick and efficient manner. No? This, when we say power screw, it contains to a battery. It means wala itong cord or wire. Kaya pwede natin siyang dalhin kung saan. Pwede din natin siyang palitan yung tip niya ng pang-hammer or pang-power drills. One, heat guns. Heat guns are handheld powered by electricity device that beam hot air, typically around 100 degrees to 550 degrees Celsius at a specific target. So these tools contains electricity that blow a heat air with 100 to 550 degrees Celsius. So if we can use this, kailangan talaga ng pag-iingat para hindi tayo mapaso. Huwag natin itutok sa kahit na anong ano ng katawan natin kasi mainit talaga siya. Okay, basic electrical materials. Next topic is basic electrical materials. Electrical materials are developed and constructed for a special purpose, such as to control the flow of current in electrical circuit. Second, carry electrical current from the source to the load or current consuming apparatus. Number 3, hold and secure wires to its fixtures inside and outside houses and buildings. And last, protect the houses, buildings, appliances, and instruments from any destruction and damage. Number 1, a convenience outlet. No? Convenience outlet, a device that acts as a convenient source of electrical energy for current-consuming appliances. It is where the male plug of an appliance is inserted and usually fastened on the wall or connected in extension cord. So when we say convenience outlet, it is the one who can supply electricity to us. Hindi kasi tayo pwede basta-basta kumuha or humawak ng electricity dahil nga delikado. So dahil sa convenience, mas mapapadali. Pwede natin isaksak yung mga appliances para gumana sa ating bahay. Next, male plug. A device is inserted to a convenience outlet to conduct electric current. A flat, when we say male plug, siya yung nasa saksakan, yung nasa unahan. This tool is kind of device that connect to any kind of outlet. Ito yung pag nagsasaksak natin sa outlet na source ng energy or ng electricity. Next is lamp holders, a device that hold and protect the lamp and are also called lamp sockets, receptacles. So when we say lamp holders, this is a tool that cling to our lights, or kapag tumingin kayo sa itaas o sa bubong nyo, siya yung pinagkakabitan ng lights ng electricity. Next, switch, a device that connects and disconnects the flow of electric current in a circuit. So, these tools is kind of, we can see ay lights on and lights off. Ito yung pwede natin pindutin kung gusto natin mamatay yung ilaw or bumukas. Next, fuse, a circuit protective and device that automatically blows and cut the current when an overload or short circuit happens. When we say fuse, we can see it in commonly in our electricity or in our car. Kung mapapasin nyo, may manipis na metal sa loob niya, papunta sa magkabilang terminal. Diyan mismo tatawid yung current. Next, a circuit breaker. A protective device used to automatically blow and cut the current when trouble in the circuit, such as short circuit or overload occurs. When we say circuit breaker, it can help us to prevent a dangerous if we experience a short circuit. And minsan automatic na bumababa yan. Next, junction box. When we say junction box, an octagonal shaped electrical materials where the connection or joints of wires are being done. This junction type is a octagonal shape. It's the one who can prevent to any hazard of wire. Dito nyo pwede ilagay yung mga wire na nagkakalat sa mga outlet kapag magkakabit tayo. Utility box. When we say utility box, a rectangular shape, metallic or plastic material in which flash type, convenience outlet, and switch are attached. If the junction box is octagonal shape, this one is rectangular. Same lang din siya ng junction box. But more on ang pinapasok dyan is ay mga extension. Next, platform. It's a duplex stranded wire used for a temporary wiring installation and commonly used in extension cord assembly. This tools is kind of wire that we commonly use or we commonly see in our extension cord in our home. Ito rin yung ginagamit ng mga linemen. Next, ay electrical wire. Electrical wire or a conductor, electrical material that could be letter A, stranded wire, which is made of multiple strands joined to make a single wire. So when we say stranded wire, this is a type of wire na hiwa-hiwalay siya, yung mga hibla. At pwede mo ipagduktong sila para makagawa ka ng isang kawad or wire. Next, solid. Solid wire is made of single strand of copper or aluminum wire. These are used in wiring installation inside and outside the buildings. And when we say solid wire, it means solid. This is kind of wire which is a solid wire that we can use on a building. Hindi siya katulad ng stranded na hiwa-hiwalay. Siya yung solid talaga. Next is conduits or pipes. Electrical materials are used as the passage of wires for protection insulation. And these pipes, this is the tools that can protect on a cable of wire kung ayaw natin kung saan, para maging organized siya yung wire natin. Pwede nyo siyang ipasok. Next, clamps. Clamps is electrical materials used to hold and anchor electrical conduits in its proper position. When we say clamps, it is the tools na umaalalay sa cable, siya yung nagdidikit para hindi siya matanggal sa pwesto niya. No? Next is connectors. Connectors is used to attach metallic or non-metallic conduit to the junction or utility boxes. These connectors is parts of devices used for electrically connecting or disconnecting circuits. So, activity. So, the criteria of our activity for today is identify the shown picture if these things are electrical tools or electrical materials. Listen guys, marami kasing nalilito kung ito ba ay tools or ito lang ba ay materials. So, hindi tayo pwedeng basta-basta pumulot or kumuha ng isang bagay na hindi natin alam and hindi natin magagawa ng tama. Okay? Guess it. Guess the picture. What is the picture of the number 1? It belongs in electrical tools or in materials. So, Next is the picture. Okay, guys, you guys have an answer now? Okay, guess the picture. Okay, time's up. So the answer is, okay, the first picture is materials. Next is tools, and the last one is materials. So that's for our activity. I hope guys you like this activity. Next. Okay, we have a assignment. Our assignment is in short bond paper, draw at least 3 electrical tools and 3 electrical materials. And label it pangalanan nyo kung ano, kung anong materials or tool siya. Okay, that's it. I hope guys you learn something from me and our topic. See you guys next week. Bye!